What is up, my friends? Mazurubo here, and today we've got ourselves some random cards in BFB Colloseum. So this is going to be pretty intense today. I've got two games for you today. I'm trying to do some post commentary, so let me know what you think about this. Just trying to make my commentary a little bit more intense and exciting for you guys, as I don't have to really concentrate so much on the actual gameplay. So I kind of get the best of both worlds: good commentating and good gameplay. So here we go. We're playing here in Hot Tubs, which is a pretty fun map, to be honest. It's kind of confusing which way the balloons go if you're not familiar with it, but basically there's two different balloon tracks that kind of go over the same area part of the time, and so it's pretty interesting. It can be kind of difficult to tell exactly where your what do you call it, where the balloons are as far as how far they are on the map, because at different points they can be farther than you expect. So this is kind of a fun map. I enjoy playing it, and so of course this is with random cards, and so as you can tell, I'm actually forced to start with a ninja, which is not really fun, because a ninja is actually going to basically get defeated by, like, I think it's round 4, round 5 regular balloons, just simply because it's so bad. And this guy decided to start off with a dart monkey, James Hawkins did, which is, even worse. And of course he also got a second tower, and finally the ninja monkey's popping up. But as you can tell, that's going to do quite a bit of damage to him, which is actually going to be telling. I found most of the time in these type of card games it's not an all-out rush that'll kill your opponent. It's more just like the slow leakage of lives, just because normally you don't have the best defense, but you have enough of a defense to survive. So if you can try to take off certain lives, more lives than you lose, then it's going to be a good thing. So here I decided to send some black balloons, which is not going to do anything now that he's got the very solid Bionic Boomer down. And of course, as you can tell, I'm just struggling hardcore with these spaced green balloons, because everyone knows they're really difficult. I just decided to go ahead and put down another Bionic Boomer, or my first Bionic Boomer, in a pretty decent spot. Just kind of based on where the balloons are going to go. They're going to kind of go around the circle, the water to the outside. So I figured if he's shooting backwards along that circle, and his boomerang projectiles will hopefully go around that circle and pop most of the balloons that are on there. At least every time it goes around, it'll pop a layer of balloons. So here we go. I'm going to try to send some yellow balloons, see what he does. It doesn't look like it's going to do anything, because the Bionic Boomer is just that strong. If I could just send infinite yellows, it would actually get past the Bionic Boomer. But he boosts, which is ridiculous. Why would you boost when the balloons are almost not through anymore? I guess he's only got 66 lives, so maybe that did play into it a little bit. But now I didn't have to worry about beating him there. Or he didn't need to worry about me beating him there. So basically the question now is, how do I beat this guy? I don't have any just straight up kill rushes, as I said. A lot of times in these BFB Colloseum, or not just BFB Colloseum, sorry, the random cards modes, you don't have the zebra rush, you don't have the a lot of regrow rainbows. I do have some regrow rainbows here, but just a couple of them. But not like the 4th tier cannon rush that has, like, I don't know, 12 of them or something like that. That's really powerful. So you don't have all these all-out rushes, and sometimes you have random defensive cards. Like, I've got the Juggernaut. I'm not afraid of any balloon rush at all. Maybe a lot of ceramics, like a double send of ceramics, so that, like, some ceramics are out and some ceramics aren't when I'm forced to use the Juggerlanch, and then maybe the balloons that come out after could kill me. But it's kind of like that type of process. So I try to send out 3 regrow rainbows. As you can tell, he gets rid of those pretty darn easily, and so now I'm basically forced to figure out what my next rush is going to be. So I decided to go for a lot of rainbows, because I know rainbows are really, they're dense, they're tightly packed, and as you can tell, this guy is going to be defeated, and it looks like I had about 50 or so more balloons there that I could possibly have defeated him with. So as you can tell, it's not like these all-out. It's not like a rush that is just so overwhelming he just dies. He could have battle energy that, he could have Juggerlanched, and he would have been fine. So that's just something to keep in mind. Lives do matter in these random cards. So, I always start off by looking at the cards, the random cards. I want to make sure that I have a feel for what cards I want to start with. That's probably the first thing I want to do. Figure out what card I'm going to start with. Find the eco cards, so I can identify them. Like, which cards do I want to use for eco, which ones do I not, if I have that luxury. And then, kind of during the game, I start to figure out, okay, which rush cards am I going to use, and what defense am I going to try to use. So we're playing Ink Blot, which is a fun map, and I like it because it's got 2 different tracks of balloons, and the scent balloons, not the AI, the computer balloons, but the scent balloons have a really short track. It's like basically straight down, basically, and so it's really difficult. And so this guy, he gets down a very nice submarine, which will defend things up until about round 7 when the yellows come out. Otherwise, nothing's going to get through. So I decided not to send the pinks because I thought I might want the engineer to stop pinks that he sends my way. And I'm just going to go with the red balloons for the eco. So, this point, there's not really too much going on. He's got an easy defense. I've got pretty good defense. My defense isn't as great as his, but I am ecoing a little bit better. I have 50 more eco than he does. So it's always a good thing. So here he's sitting pinks, which is kind of the reason why I brought I tried to put down the engineer, just because whenever he sends pinks or blacks, I need that defense. Also, I think both of our weaknesses are group balloons. It's gonna happen. Yellow balloons can hurt. Yellow balloons come out next round. In fact, I think is it this month that I realized that, and I think I decided I'm gonna send the yellow balloons round 7. So yeah, there we go. Right as soon as round 7 starts, I'm gonna try to boost out some yellow balloons. Now here's something I forgot about, and I sent out these balloons. I'm like, yeah, this is easy. And then I was like, uh-oh, he's sending out the 100 yellows. We have the 100 yellow rush. So I didn't know about that. So it's like, oh man, that would be a cool rush if I got it. But of course I don't have it. So, believe it or not, what area is going to be defeated by his own rush? Thank you for reminding me, sir. And so as soon as I can here, I find the yellow balloons, which are right there. I'm taking my time because I didn't realize that rush exactly. I had it, but now that I have the 100 yellows, I'm like, yep, this is game over. So I send the yellows. And he's got a boost, otherwise he's dead. But his boost doesn't come back in time, and that is going to be it, guys. He's dead. He's dead. Guys, if you enjoyed this post commentary, definitely make sure you like and share. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.